Oh, blow the man down, bullies, blow the man down.
You mean way, blow the man down.
The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, written by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Part 2. The sun now rose upon the right, out of the sea came he. Still he did mist, and on the left went down into the sea. And the good south wind still blew behind, but no sweet bird did follow, nor any day for food or play came to the mariner's hollow. And I had done a hellish thing, and it would work them all, for all a bird. I had killed the bird that made the breeze to blow. A wretch, said they, the bird to slay that made the breeze to blow. Nor deep, nor red, like God's own hate, the glorious sun upraised. Then all a bird, I'd killed the bird that brought the fog and mist. 'Twas right, said they, such bird to slay that bring the fog and mist. The fair bridge blew, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. We were the first that ever burst into that silent sea. Down dropped the bridge, the sails dropped down. It was sad as sad could be, and we did speak only to break the silence of the sea. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. Day after day, we stuck, nor breath, nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boats did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. The very deep did rot, O Christ, that ever this should be. Yes, slimy things did crawl with legs upon the slimy sea. About, in reel and rout, the dead fire danced at night. The water, like a witch's oils, burnt green and blue and white. And some in dreams assured war of the spirit that plagued us so. 9 fathom deep he had followed us from the land of mist and snow, and every tongue through water drought was withered at the root. We could not speak no more than if we had been choked with soot. Ah, well a day, what evil looks had I from old and young. Instead of the cross, the albatross about my neck was hung. Now the word meanings of part 2. Here he means the sun. Left, here left means the western side, west. Hollow means call. Hellish means cruel. Actually it is the shortened form of them. O means sorrow. O means sorrow. A word means asserted or said firmly. Wretch, here wretch is the mariner, referred to mariner. Slay means to kill. Nor dim, not faint or dull. Upraised means rose up. Foam, froth. Furrow, a deep line or trail in water. That ever burst, that ever sailed. Down dropped the bridge. The wind stopped blowing. The sails dropped down. The sails were still, or they were hanging loosely. That means there was no blow of wind. Copper sky. The sky looked as if a sheet of copper. The bloody sun, red sun. Here actually this bloody refers to unwelcome sun. Breath means wind here. Idle means still, not moving. Painted ship, the picture of a ship. Boards, wooden planks. Shrink, contracted. Dip, here dip means ocean. Slimy means repulsive creature in the mud. Slimy sea, repulsive or disgusting sea. It was not very good sea or something to be very happy about. Reel and rout, a kind of dance. Death fire, it is actually phosphorescent light from the kind of fish and creature in the sea. At night, they give out light. So, death fire. Witch's oil. It is a magic oil prepared by witches. It refers to Shakespeare's 3 witches in Macbeth, and it is also creating a supernatural element in the poem. Some crew members. The spirit. Here, the spirit means the polar spirit who felt bad at the killing of the bird albatross. Plagued means tortured. 9. 9 is actually a mystical number. We can refer to Vespers 9. Fathom. It is equal to 6 feet or 1.8 meters. That means very deep. He here, the polar spirit. The land of mist and snow. It is the polar region. Drought. Extreme dryness. Withered, dried. Choked with soot, suffocated with smoke. What a day. What a bad day. Old and young sailors of the ship. Now we have some literary devices also, quite a good number of them, not some, good number of literary devices are used here in this poem. Breeze blew, alliteration. Foam flew, alliteration. Furrow followed fray, alliteration. We wore, alliteration. Silent sea, alliteration. Down dropped, alliteration. Dropped down, alliteration. Day after day, repetition. As idle as a painted ship, simile. Water everywhere, repetition and alliteration. Water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. This is irony. Though there was water all around, but there was not a single drop to drink. The very deep did rot, the poetic exaggeration or hyperbole. Means the sea got rotten. Slimy sea, it is alliteration. The death fire danced at night, it is personification. The water like a witch's oil, simile. 9 fathom deep he had followed us, gate personification. And every tongue, synecdoche, tongue refers to every person, everybody, was withered. Here again, alliteration. Quite a good number of alliterations being used here. Now we are coming to the question answer part here in this poem, second part of the poem. Answer the following questions briefly. In which direction did the sheep start moving? In which direction did the sheep start moving? Answer is, the sheep started moving towards north now. How can you say this? Because the sun rose on the right. Because the sun rose on the right, and the right is here east. Right is east. And when you are moving towards north, your right will be, your eastern side will be on the right side of yours. Why does the mariner say that no sweet bird did follow? Because he had already killed the bird. He means the mariner had already killed the bird. How did the other mariners behave towards the ancient mariner at first? They accused the ancient mariner for killing the bird. How many times did they change their mind about the ancient mariner? Once. Actually, at first they were confused about their decisions. Sometimes they praised, sometimes they did not praise, accused. What does this tell us about their characters? They were confused and fickle-minded, it tells us. How did the sailing conditions change after the sheep had moved out of the land of mist and snow? It changed for the worst. The ship was caught in the silent sea, probably in the doldrum near the equator, and so there was hardly any movement for the ship. What or who did the mariners blame for this change? They blamed the ancient mariner for this change. They believed that because of the killing of the bird by the ancient mariner, the ship was doomed to stand still in this part of the sea. What is indicated by the line, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast, did stand, above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. It refers to very hot sun. It also indicates that the sun was not welcomed by the mariners, by them, and they were almost at the equator because there was no movement of the wind and they were caught in the silent sea and calm sea. How does the mariner describe the fact that they were completely motionless in the middle of the sea? The following lines, day after day, we stuck, no breath, no motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. These lines indicate that they were completely motionless in the middle of the sea. And the ship just looked like a painted ship. The ship looked like a painted ship, and the ocean also looked painted ocean. What is the irony in the 9th stanza? Explain it in your own words. They were in the middle of the sea surrounded by water, but ironically they had no water to drink. In fact, they never had any fresh water in the sea. What is the narrator trying to convey through the description of the situation in the 10th and 11th stanza? The narrator is trying to convey the fact that the sea was so still that it began to rot, just like a pool of water which is stagnant. It is poetic exaggeration or hyperbole. The repulsive creatures were crawling in this rotting sea. The death fires, that is phosphorescent fish and creatures, were dancing, and the water looked as if it was witch's oil with blue, green and white colors, creating a supernatural ambience. This line refers to Shakespeare's three witches in Macbeth. What or who did the mariners feel was responsible for their suffering? They definitely felt that ancient mariner was responsible for their suffering. Describe the condition of the mariners as expressed in the 13th stanza. There was no water to drink. It is irony. The sailors were thirsty and their tongues became dry right up to the root, and they could not speak, they could hardly speak. They felt as if they were suffocated by smoke and soot. Why did the mariners hang the albatross around the neck of the ancient mariner? Because it was the reminder for his heinous crime of killing the albatross, so that he would suffer for the rest of his life for his crime, what he had done. So it is constant reminder. So it has become a proverb now. The albatross hanging around the neck. Thank you.
A saucy young damsel I happened to meet.
He sometimes to both and down.
I says to her, Pallion, how do you do?
To meet way both and down.
Says she, none the better for seeing of you.
Give me some time.